And welcome to OnStage at the BACP. As always, thank you so much for choosing to invite us into your home, your office, or wherever you are. Also, welcome back to Summer Series 2021, where we're providing interviews from people who were here at the very beginning, letting you know how they got their start or how the Playhouse got it started. This week, we're inviting back one of our guests that you've met already, Chester Beebe. He's going to be here to talk to you about how he got his start in acting, and not just at the BACP. And then he's going to tell us a little bit about the first time that he got to direct here at the BACP. So please welcome Chester Beebe.
That's just me. But yeah, it's like theater since I was born. My mother had tea parties. This was way back in the late 50s, early 60s. And I had three brothers. There's me, there's Sam, and my brother James. And like I said, we all were like big Three Stooges, comedy, Marx Brothers guys. And so my mom would have us perform little skits. And so we would do little skits from the Marx Brothers, or little skits from the Three Stooges, whatever, just to entertain our ladies. So it's like theater has been always part of my life. And so we did Oliver. I got to perform my very first musical. I was Fagin. I remember I auditioned with a Billy Joel song. And yeah, it's a cappella because I don't know, I can't read sheet, I can barely read English. I couldn't read sheet music to save my life. So I auditioned with a Billy Joel song and got the part. The most fun I had, besides the role itself, besides the play, was I actually got experience with a vocal coach who taught me how to sing, how to project, and how to bring up from the diaphragm, and all sorts of cool stuff, which I still remember to this day. Her name was Ann Richardson. She was a lovely woman. She was a friend of Bob Plum's, and I really believe that if she hadn't been back there, I probably would have had my very first case of stage fright, which didn't happen. I'm one of those weird people in the universe who don't get stage fright. I don't get nervous. I don't get the jitters in the stomach that everybody says you're supposed to get. And I figured out why. It's because I was a horrible actor. And it took me until, let's say I'm 64. I think I'm 64. 64. And, no, 63. There you go. 63, and it wasn't until I was about 60 before I finally figured out how to act. And what the secret there was, is we did a show here called The Bad Seed with Tom Berenson by my side. And it was then I said, hey, I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of this thing. And it only took me 40 years to get there. Now I've been doing theater, I've been doing live theater, I've been doing community theater since I was 5 years old. So you would think I would have learned something between then and 60. And I guess I did. So anyway, back to the 80s. It was a crazy time. It's like, it was one of those fly by the seat of your pants, not really sure you know what you're doing, fingers crossed that everything worked and we made enough money to pay the bills for the next month. It was kind of like life. It's kind of like a family. Yeah, the move to the little place was in '84. I got married. I got married in that little industrial complex theater. It was the first time I got married. It was also the first. It was the location of the first time I ever directed a show. It was called A Tune with a View, which they let me direct the rinky-dink Halloween shows because they were pretty sure nobody would show up. And they were usually a la carte shows that didn't have a lot of depth or substance to them. But this was a pretty good show. And I was really, really pleased with it because it got good reviews. The actors had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. And it was an incredible learning experience. Because being an actor on stage, you go where they point, you learn your lines, you perform the performance, and you're the character of the actor. As a director, you're everything. You're lighting, your sound, you're directing, you're the actors. You're not just an actor, you are the actors, every actor. You're the play. So being a director is a whole different experience. And I do it again at the drop of a hat. If somebody said, hey, you want to direct this show? I'd say, sure, whatever show it is. I've dreamt of directing a musical. I'm a guy who can't read music. That's why you have music directors.
I hope you enjoyed Chester's stories as much as I did. I'm really enjoying this series, learning about not only how the BACP got its start, but also how the people who were here got their start in acting, directing, and working with the Playhouse. That's it for this weekend. Thanks for inviting us in again, and we hope that you'll come back for more Summer Series 2021 on stage at the BACP.